Good evening.
Hi.
My story is about acceptance. I was raised very Catholic. I went to all Catholic schools from kindergarten to my first year of college. I was totally into it. In fact, as a child, I would enjoy dressing up in priest clothes and saying pretend mass. I believe I liked the flowing gown-like dress part of vestments. As a freshman in a seminary boarding high school, I fell in love, well, sort of, with a senior. He fell in love with me too, sort of. We would get together at night and find places to hide and hug. The pleasure of being in his arms was so great until it was quickly replaced by the guilt, the Catholic guilt of having homosexual feelings. It was on my senior class trip to Washington, D.C. that I fully self-admitted my homosexuality. Some of us had gone to see the movie The Boys in the Band. The main character was Catholic and gay, and at the end, I remember him getting down on his knees crying and saying, "I'm gay, I'm Catholic, and I'll never be happy." The next day, a beautiful spring day in Washington, D.C., with the cherry blossoms blooming and the hormones raging. While crossing the street, I noticed a couple of really cute men. Remember the excitement and gaiety I felt of that feeling. But then seconds later, the flood of guilt came rushing into my mind. And the memory of the movie and the full admittance that I am gay, but I'll never be happy. Merely who I am is a sin in the eyes of God and in the eyes of my family. Jump to the 1990s. A lot changed. I came to an acceptance of the conflict between my sexuality and my Catholic guilt, again, sort of. One day around 1996, when I was visiting my parents, Mom and I were talking, when somehow the subject of a rosary came up. She said, "Do you have a rosary poem?" I said, "Oh, yes." "Do you know how to use it?" she asked. I said, "Oh, yes, Mother. All those years in the seminary taught me how to use a rosary." Then after a pause, she said, quite surprisingly to me, "Do you think that is what made you gay?" On the theory, I guess, that being around only men, or males, makes you gay. I kind of stuttered and said, "No, I think I was born gay, Mom." Then she said without a moment's hesitation, "I do too. It's okay with your father and me." Whoosh, with those few words from my mother, on behalf of her and my father, conflict resolved. Clearly, I could be happy and indeed gay as a homosexual. I was accepted. My song is about acceptance too, the acceptance I feel when I am in his arms. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, une part de bonheur, dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit là, j'aurai pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon corps qui bat. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, une parole de bonheur, dont je connais la cause. C'est toi pour the crook